took some
Dude,
time and thought, and I definitely wanted to hit that video hard because it wasn't just about the fever, even though it was based on the fever. You saw a lot of teams that spend really bad money, and when they don't have to, like you don't have to spend the entire cap.
hey
You don't
Gerald, yeah,
have
we do.
you don't have to give Marina Mabry and Brittany Sykes and Temi Fagbenle $1 million deals. You don't have to.
Hey, hold on. Sammy got how much?
A
That's combined,
million,
right?
3 years, $3 million.
No. She got
A million a season.
who?
The Toronto Temple paid Temi Fagbenle $1 million a season.
No
For
way.
7 and 5.
No way.
For 7 and 5, Nick. Her
She got a
agent,
million.
her agent is like Scott Boras and Rich Paul combined.
Kirk, that's better than Kirk Cousins' agent right now. Shit.
I mean, to get that scrub of a player $1 million a year.
Sammy,
Like I
Sammy.
made that video and I hadn't even seen that Temi got paid that, but you know what he did? He held her out. He played hardball. And what he did was, this is my opinion, is that it got to the point where they had no power forwards left that were worth a salt. And she was the tallest one. And he's like, you want a tall power forward who's
For
trash, but not
3 years?
total trash? Yeah, $1 million a year.
I
And
mean,
and they
because I would have probably justified a year because you like I don't know if they have to spend a certain amount of the cap. Like the NBA,
yeah,
you got to spend a certain.
you do, I'm sure, but I'm sure it's not 100% of the cap.
God dang, Rudy, she got a million a year for 3 years.
Yes, and she's a scrub. Like she's literally. So when someone came
Hold
back at
on, the
me
same one that was hold on, the same player
on
that
the
was on
fever,
the Fever
yeah,
2 years
yeah,
ago.
yeah, who was always injured and couldn't catch a pass
Who
either, and couldn't make a layup most of the
couldn't make a
time, and
layup?
couldn't make a layup. But she played
No
hard
game,
defense,
can't
no
can't. Yeah, she played
skills,
hard defense, but
no
still was still
skills, no skills,
she still
no
couldn't stop
skills.
AT. She still wasn't a factor in that
Couldn't
series.
stop a nosebleed. She couldn't stop a nosebleed.
She got
Like
a million.
she got $1 million a year, bro,
Give
for
me a
three
fucking
years.
wig, man. Rudy,
Dude,
give me
like
a wig.
this is what we're tired of. I mean,
Give me a wig.
this is the type of shit. And the thing is, I hadn't even seen that until I dropped the video, but I do believe he kind of held her out on purpose because I think if she had signed earlier, she probably wouldn't have gotten that. But because there's nothing left out there, like Nick, there's literally nothing left out there. She
Hold
got
on, we're still talking about the same Timmy that.
yes, awful.
Oh man.
And to go through those salaries and then people asking me, well, who would you have proposed? I'm like, I just named them in the damn video. I literally named all these players that are making less money than what the Monique Billings. Like all these players are making less money than Monique Billings, and you clearly ain't listened to the whole video. You just looked at the damn screen and image and the title and listen
Dang.
for minutes. You need to go and actually listen to the entire. Temi Fagbenle signed for $1 million a season.
Timmy Fag.
Like I mean, and so that's not justification for overpaying Monique Billings. Like Nick, I put it this way: you expect your kid to get A's, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you do, but let's say you expect your kid to get A's, right?
Yeah.
And your kid comes home with a B, right? And you say, why didn't you get an A? And the reply is, well, all the other kids got D's. Like, I don't give a fuck about the other kids. I don't worry about you. You didn't get an A. Why didn't you get an A? And it's like, well, they all got D's. I don't give a shit. So because Toronto's stupid, that means you got to be stupid too and overpay a mediocre bench backup. Like, Nick, I didn't even make a video on this because I have time. And I'm like, I couldn't even believe what I just saw. But the Indiana Fever just signed the backup to the backup to the backup at point guard. They just signed another 5'9" guard for their, I presume,
Today?
training camp. Yes, today, like late in the afternoon.
Who's that?
Shatori Kimbrough Walker or some shit like that. Some player that averaged 9 minutes a game in Washington last year, who's a career backup scrub. Like we're talking about, you literally just drafted Raven Johnson. You just signed Tasha, whatever her name is.
Camp bodies, man. You heard of camp bodies,
bro. I don't know what why aren't you bringing in big camp bodies then? Some of the people that
Because-
actually could be helpful to making a team.
Cause they on their air
Oh.
exposure shit. We going small, baby. We going 6 feet or smaller. 6 feet one. You over 6'1", you can't play. You get one big in at a time. Then we're gonna run with CC at the 4. You're gonna go with
Nick, did
Raven Johnson guards Sarah Strong all game long. So
yeah,
you can play her at the 4.
She shut her down.
You can play her at the 4. CC at the 3. You got Kelsey at the 2, and then you can play the one from Dallas at the point guard.
Nick, they paid Lexi Hull almost $800,000 a year.
I forgot they brought back
for 2 years. For 2 years, and you
$800 per year.
Almost $765 to $803, $1.568 million. Nick.
So the minimum is $300, right?
The minimum is $277.
$277 is the minimum.
Yes. She's being paid higher than the league average. She's being paid, Nick. She's being paid. By the way, thank you, Lester. No, I don't want no scrub singer. No,
I don't want
scrub.
As a girl can't get no minutes from me.
Scrub.
Shit,
Yo,
scrubs get minutes, baby.
Let me give a welcome to everyone. Kevin B. Duke and Ryder Lester, David Weiss, Bruce Todd, Calvin, Midnight Exploring, Get Up My Darling, Jeff Adams, KP.
So I guess this new money.
Tina Hay. We're getting some people that came back from last year. I love it, man. It's gonna be a Marlon Hill, Baltimore Ravens.
What up, Marlon?
Donnie Davis, Angela McDaniel. I will tell you right now, I'm looking at about 25 to 28 wins. I don't think they're much better than that. Badger 6,400. That's it, man. Appreciate everyone jumping in the building tonight, man. This is it's nice to have everybody here. And Ayers, what's going on, man?
Rudy, it's new money, man. So they don't really know how to handle it yet. So that's why the money just kind of. So it's like it's no ceiling about it, and there's no floor about it right now. So it's kind of like, we don't know what to do. 800,000, you take it. 900,000. Is that really for? Is that the level of a good player now? Like, or is it like your average player? What is the average player price should be for somebody who's average? Think it would be.
Let me give you an example, and I don't know if you're watching the videos that I produced today or yesterday. Welcome aboard, Kenneth Williams. Appreciate you. Monique Billings got paid $800K. There's three players. There's 3 players on Golden State's team right now getting paid less than $800K who play her position and do it better than her. In fact, one of them making $500K a year for the next 2 years.
That's a rookie contract, though.
No, it's not.
That's a regular.
It's a regular vet deal. Yeah.
Okay.
They got 3 players on that team right now that play power forward who are on Golden State Valkyries right now because they're run like men. They're owned by the Golden State Warriors. And they are run like a male franchise. And that's why they made the playoffs last year. They made the playoffs, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they made the playoffs.
Yeah, they made the playoffs.
And they're run like a male franchise. And they're run the way you're supposed to run a franchise. You're going to do what you got to do to win. And you're going to do your job and convince these people to take less money so that you can get more.
Build a roster.
And build a roster. And right now, like, I'll give you an example. Did you see what happened today? Did you see what happened today?
Of course. You talking about my second favorite player in the league?
Who?
Kennedy.
Yes. So Kennedy Carter.
That's my second favorite player in the league, right?
I don't know that. You just told me that. So
I love Kennedy, man.
So Kennedy Carter. I'm about to start a Vegas channel and a Mystics channel because I can't do much of this Indiana Fever shit no more.
You put in your transfer. You put in your bus transfer.
No. I'm just creating other streams of fucking income at this point. I'm just creating new channels because I'd rather talk about Lauren Betts right now and what a good franchise is doing to help its team win, and the fact that the Las Vegas Aces can pay Asia Adebayo 3 years, $5 million, go supermax on her ass, and still have 2 other players making over $1 million.
Her name is
still
Asia
making over
Wilson.
$1 million. Asia Wilson, I know.
Don't disrespect her. Like that. Do not call her. Do not call her Adebayo. Do not disrespect her.
And no, this is not the new. This is not the new Mystics channel yet. There'll be I'll probably have to rename. I create a great one. I mean, seriously, I'm not even joking. Because it's hard. Like this channel has so many different things on it, so some of the stuff gets overlooked. So yeah, I may just go in the direction of creating some other individual channels for teams that I want to watch play. Because believe it or not, I actually want to watch them play. Believe it or not, that sounds crazy. I want to watch them play. I'm not even gonna bullshit y'all anymore.
I'll stay up for the Aces too. Now.
Bro, I mean the Aces have won 3 out of 4 championships, and yet they managed to bring back all their best players, pay them real money, and then still go grab the best 2 guard in basketball.
But Rudy,
and that's Kennedy Carter.
That's also
and do it at a minimum
that's
deal.
Also but that's also having a strong locker room to take on.
Of course,
what she's supposed to be a personality. You know, she has some personality problems that that's went around the league. But you have a strong enough locker room where you could bring that in. You could go to the owners, you could go to management and say, hey, this is the right move for our team. Hey, even if it don't work, we still got Asia, we still got Gray, we still got Young, we still got Jewel Lloyd. Like it's different on their perspective than a lot of other teams going into management and say, hey, let's bring in Kennedy.
But now,
of course, you could also go back in and say the upside about it and have her on a short leash. Like, hey, just because of what's going on with you, it's not going to be a guaranteed contract. We will give you kind of what you're worth, which is probably more than the minimum that she probably. I'm saying another team, if another team was in a bidding war for her.
Well, here's the thing. She's on the right team. Look, here's my problem. I have a number of problems, but the first issue I have is, it's the right team, because one thing that that's going to happen, whether you like Asia Wilson or not, she's going to hold motherfuckers accountable. Like, there's no playing games here.
100%.
She's a 3-time champion, 4-time league MVP. She's not playing any games. The team surprised people last year by winning the championship again, and they did their thing. And you bring this woman in and people are saying as a backup. No, what the fuck are you talking about? She's your starting 2 guard. If she acts right, she's your starting 2 guard. You can move Jackie Young to the 3. Jackie Young is big. You can play her at the 3. Chelsea Gray's with the 1.
Lloyd coming off the bench. Lloyd came off the bench.
She's come off the bench last year. So she's your starting 2 guard. Like, this is not even a conversation. She's your starting 2. And so
you don't need her to be a starting 2 though. You need her to come off the bench and provide a spark.
Kennedy Carter?
Yeah.
Why would no? She's your starting 2 guard, bro. Stop this shit, Nick, man. I'm
just saying
I'm bringing up. I don't know. You're my starting 2. Fuck that shit, man.
You have Jackie. You have Jackie getting up her shots.
So.
And what does Chelsea want to be 3-on-3 Chelsea?
She wasn't, and she wasn't last year. The year before, they had Kelsey Plum taking those shots. So no, I got no problem. You keep Jewel Lloyd on the bench. You let her come off the bench. I mean, but this is the thing. You're sitting here saying, like, they're saying that. I'm like, you're crazy. But you're the strong enough franchise where you have a strong head coach that doesn't play games. You have a strong superstar. Heck, you have 2 real big name players in Asia Wilson and Jackie Young, and you got Chelsea Gray in there as well, who is their lead, one of their leaders. No question about it. They're going to keep her in check. There's not going to be none of this fucking frickies fracas bullshit in the locker room where she's throwing chairs and shit and pissed off because her teammates wants to have a double in a 7-point win.
Because she wants to. One thing about Kennedy, she's one of those players that she gets mad because she don't think everybody is doing the things that they should be doing to win a game. Mm-hmm. She wants to win. You can see it in her face. She wants to win, and sometimes she has that Draymond shit that she wants to win so much that I'm talking about earlier Draymond. She wants to win so much that she kind of go over the line.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think wanting to win so much is ever going over the line to me, man. I just watched LaMelo Ball literally break Bam out of Bayo's back, and there are people making excuses for it. So there are people that actually
it wasn't dirty.
LaShawn McCoy said it was no big deal. It's just competing. Really? Let me ask you, LaShawn McCoy, if you're in the bottom of a pile in a football game and the guy wrenches your fucking knee, you tell me how. Ankle, knee, whatever, wrenches your knee, go and breaks your shit right in the fucking in the huddle in the pile. If you tell me that it's just part of the game, it's competing. Shut the fuck up. Like I'm all for physical basketball.
There's different ways. There's different ways you give a little extra chuck. Like you foul somebody hard, they go up for a belt.
You could put your form across his face and I wouldn't care. Yeah. You took this man's leg. He's 6'9". He's not 4'3". He landed straight on his ass.
And he can't prepare it. He can't prepare for it at all.
Nah, man, that was dirt.
That bullshit. Shit, that was whole shit. Really.
That was some bullshit. I mean, but this what you got with this Vegas thing, and you got them pulling that, and while the Fever are, signing a bunch of fucking role player backups. I mean. It's like role player backup.
Who would you like for them to get? Obviously, you wanted them to get a good power forward. But what else? I mean, they have 3 players that are technically like the star players.
I'm gonna. They're what?
They're technically the star players. 3 people. You have Boston, you have Mitchell, and Cece.
Okay, for starters, and I said this in the video that I did. One of the videos I did. You could have gotten. It was in the Kennedy Carter video. You could have gotten Kennedy Carter. I mean, understand this. You could have gotten Kennedy Carter, and you could have gotten her for the league minimum, and you could have dumped Kelsey Mitchell's bloated fucking contract.
You don't do that though.
You absolutely do that.
First of all, do that. You know, Kelsey and Cece kind of work.
Nick, Kelsey
you don't
Mitchell
know what she's an all-star. She's a top 10 player in the league.
Kennedy Carter was considered number 2 guard in the league when they threw her out last time. We all looked at her. She's a bucket getter. And she's tougher than hell. She's a crazy person. I love everything about Kennedy Carter. Kennedy Carter's dropping 50 in China, bro. Averaging over 30 in China. Yeah. Eating them. We
know she's unstoppable. She plays. She has. When Raven Johnson say that women are skilled, she's just talking about Kennedy Carter. She's like one of the people that she's talking about. She's a skilled player.
That's one of the very few, because like all I'm sitting here saying is, Nick, you've been around the block. When you have a team, and you have 2 equal parts, which part goes first? The bloated contract.
Yeah, of course.
The bloated contract goes first. You let the bloated contract go. So you would have had an option to trade Kelsey Mitchell, or never core her to begin with. Just let her ass go. You could have just let her go, honestly. But again, this is forward thinking by the Indiana Fever. They don't forward think at all. They don't forward think at all.
And then obviously with that money, you probably go try to go get a big.
I go. You want to hear? You want to hear a funny story?
Nneka
Agumake signed for $950 with the damn LA Sparks.
Okay.
And I know she's a 34-year-old. I know that you people might not like her because she's the president of the WNBA.
We're talking about basketball. We're talking about winning games. Winning fucking games.
Nneka Agumake is still a 17-8 player, starting as a power forward in the WNBA. And she's a quality all-star level player still. You go get her and she signed a 1-year deal, Nick. Not a 2-year deal. She signed a 1-year deal. You go get her. You could have gone to get her for $950. Hell, you could have paid her more. You could have paid her 1.1. Yeah. And you wouldn't be signing Monique Billings as a starter. You could sign Billings as a backup, and you sign her at 5, where you're supposed to pay her 5, the way backups should be paid. So you've now changed your roster, and you're building a roster. Nick, what can you do right now looking at this team as constructed with the expectations of who you think is going to make the team? You probably haven't looked at it yet, but you're talking about Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Raven Johnson. Yes, Raven Johnson's going to play 15, 20 minutes a game. Mark it down. Lexi Hull, Sophie Cunningham, that's 5. Aaliyah Boston, 6. Monique Billings, 7. They just signed another Bulldog power forward who sucks. Maisha Hines-Allen, 8. You got Justine Passat, who they just drafted, who's 6'4". I hope she breaks in because she can shoot the rock from the perimeter and all that. And she's a big girl. She's 6'4". That's 9. Michaela Timpson, she's not going to play. They've already given up on her. They didn't even core her, for Christ's sakes, or protect them. So they didn't even protect her. They let her go. They left her available in the freaking expansion draft. And then you got the Ty Harris. You look at this roster. You tell me what you really can do, or what you would do with this roster in comparison to if you had a roster with a real power forward who could play, or if you had drafted Medina Okot at 10, the 6'6" center out of South Carolina, who would have then allow Aaliyah Boston to slide to power forward potentially, or at worst be a backup center, be a real backup center. And then
Dantes.
Dantes sucks. Why did they even sign Dantes? That was stupid. And then on top of that, then you got or you could have gone with Tania Latson. They didn't do that. I love Tania Latson. There are people that have other opinions about her. I don't agree with any of them things because I don't feel like they were watching what they say they were watching. But the other option would have then been Cody McMahon out of Ole Miss. Cody McMahon is a number 1 option in college basketball for the last 2 years, man. She was 19 points per game.
You love her.
I don't love her for who she is. I love how she plays.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like people get all bothered. Oh, she hates Caitlin Clark. I don't give a shit what you think she hates. They don't care like you think they care. This is competition, man.
Yeah,
like I mean, folks.
If I played against Rudy right now, y'all would think that I hate Rudy. Y'all would think that me and Rudy aren't as close as we are. Because I'm going at his fucking neck.
Yeah, you should.
I'm trying to win him.
You should. And it wouldn't matter if it was playing cards or Madden or Tonk or Dominoes or whatever the fuck.
I have called some of my best friends the meanest words in history in playing dominoes and playing spades because it got that damn competitive. Because I want to win. That's what I care about. And then after, we'll brush it off and it's all good. And that's what most of the people in the sports world do.
Did you ever get into a fight with a friend playing one-on-one?
Yeah. Especially growing up, that's what you did. Eventually, it got that far.
Got the ball, fouled me. I threw it at his fucking head. And we going at it. And it gets broken up in 3 seconds. But it's like, we're competing. We're competing. And it's like they act like there's this mentality of, oh, she fouled her or she don't like her. No, she's Ohio State. They hate Iowa. This is on the floor competition. And realistically, they might be jealous of her too. That's real. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say they're not jealous of her. Everybody's jealous of Caitlin Clark.
But when they become teammates, it changes.
But I'm your teammate now. I want to win, and I know you're a bad bitch. Like, I'm not playing that game.
Yeah, most people are realistic. When you get to, you're like, yeah, that person is really good. Oh, and once I really got to know this person, man, you ain't as bad as I thought. We good. Let's go hang out. Oh, you like doing that too? Oh, I love doing that. Cool. Let's go out and go watch a movie. Those things happen all the time. That's why when people are, as much as at first we didn't like the Raven Johnson pick, when we get to it, I'll tell you.
I mean, I'll get to it. We can get to it right now. Like Raven, but see then you get the Raven Johnson pick. So it's like, don't sit here and tell me that they're not going to draft somebody based on this faux narrative that, oh, they don't like each other. They're competing. I'm going for your throat, man. I don't care about you. I hate your guts. Like, we never knew that Jordan and Barkley were best friends when they played. They wanted to kill each other.
We found out after.
We found out well after the fact. Nowadays, they just throw it in our face with all these guys fucking tongue kissing after every game and swapping jerseys like a bunch of little bitches. Like, they don't even keep they giving away the kayfabe for wrestling. So
but it's so much cameras and social media going on right now.
Dude, Nick,
we would have found out about Jordan and Barkley out there.
We wouldn't have. Nick, when wrestlers used to freaking walk around like dickheads. Wrestlers. Like, when you saw him in the street, that wrestler, if he was a heel, he'd be a dickhead in the street. Like, he wouldn't be nice to you. He wouldn't take pictures with you. He'd be like, go fuck yourself. And then some kid's crying is like, because it's real. These dudes, bro, teams didn't shake hands after every game back in the day. Now they hugging and kissing. No, they didn't, Nick. They did not.
Well, no, it was after the series.
After the series and the playoffs. No, they do it every single regular season game. And then in the playoffs, now all of a sudden, they're not kissing each other no more. Now all of a sudden, it's competitive. So what you told me is that 82 games was just going through some fucking motions. You didn't care if you won or lost at all, and you just playing basketball. Because you know what? Maybe that's why the Miami Heat's 43-39 at home now on a couch, because they didn't care for 25 games or whatever the hell.
They just not that good.
Well, you bet on them winning 46 games. So I mean, hey,
I did. They fooled me. Okay, they got me.
But again,
and like Spoelstra said, if we beat Boston and we beat Toronto. And we beat
all teams that beat us 14-0. We win half those. We're a 3 seed.
We're a pretty good team.
Yeah, and if I had tits, and if I had tits and a vagina, I'd be a woman. Like maybe not in today's generation, not in today's world. But like, they're competing, so that's the whole point. It's like, this is competition. I want to kick your ass, man. That's just real, man. Imagine what AZ Fudd felt like standing next to fucking Lauren Betts and Gabriela Jaquez and what Raven Johnson and Tania Latson felt sound like to all those women, like those UCLA girls, like, yeah, bitch, we got your fucking ass. I guarantee in the back they're saying, and tell me how my ass tastes, you know. But I mean, you know, but it's more of banter now. But at the time, you know, on the court, I'm coming for your throat. And I hate that there's this mentality that, Oh, she got fouled. Like, bro, you don't watch enough basketball. These women kill each other in games that y'all don't watch. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, they do.
Whether they try to or not, they can't even help it.
Kill each other, bro.
They can't even help
it. Absolutely, he could have. He would never have done so because back then those guys had some pride. They wanted to beat each other. Today, everyone wants to be buddies, but he could have. You don't think Isaiah Thomas could have played with Jordan? Like Jordan would have had layups coming from Isaiah Thomas. He'd be setting them up. I've been the best point guard Jordan's ever played with in his life. So it's so frustrating for me when I listen to this shit. And then people say, oh, they're not going to draft her because they don't like each other. Well, Raven Johnson just called the Indiana Fever fans a whole bunch of fucking racists. I mean, basically, but, forgetting the fact. Hey, Nick, by the way, where did Raven Johnson go to college?
South Carolina.
You know when they took down the fucking Confederate flag in South Carolina?
No,
2015.
Oh, just then.
11 years ago. So you telling me that you don't think that the monkey messages and the racist shit didn't come from white South Carolinians who still rock KKK shit, who are pissed off that you got fucking embarrassed by Iowa, and they dared you to shoot and chumped your ass? Like, that didn't come. Why would Iowa fans give a fuck about doing that? They just won. Like the created bullshit was so absurd. But she said this 2 weeks before the draft, and you still drafted her? Nick, they literally told this girl on video. Did you see the video call? We had her in the top 5. You're the only one because she was ranked number 16 by ESPN. What?
Every team said that about the player they drafted. Oh, we had him rated so much.
But
we just couldn't believe that person was there at that time.
But I believe them that they really thought that because I don't think they know shit. That said, is Raven Johnson a bad pick? No.
If you really look at it, it's really not a bad pick. At first, I kind of went off just because of her production and the player she is. She's still a fucking role player, but what she can bring to the team.
Look at this. I love this.
My boys got on me when I didn't play it too hard because the mother died a week before my boy said so. Yeah, we trying to win the game. That's it. That's just what it is, man. And we compete. That's why I'm in all these comments, and I got a lot of women telling me about you shouldn't say this about women and the sports and this. I'm like, this is what we do. We critique, we analyze. That's sports, baby. If y'all are new to it, don't tell us that we're new to it. We probably are new to the WNBA scene as much, now than we were way back then. But sports is still fucking sports. And if you want people to pay attention to your game, that's what's gonna come with it. You don't just get praised. That's not how sports work. That's not how anything in life works. So, and then you're gonna say you new fans could go. If we go, then the league will be back to shit to what it was before. You need us. You need the podcast. You need people even critiquing it. There's no such thing as bad publicity. That's the thing that everybody said. There's no such thing as it. So take the good with the bad. Stop crying about it.
In sports, no, but I mean, yeah, that used to be the case.
I'm just saying, as long as you get eyes on it, as long as your eyes is coming, just like those people that make these people that make these lying ass posts on Facebook for engagement. They're getting paid at the end of the day.
Unless you're a Jaden Ivey. Unless you're Jaden Ivey, then you can't do it. And Diana Rossini, you have to quit your job or get fired. She was told she was about to be fired, so she resigned. That's how it typically goes. But it's just so. Was Raven Johnson a bad pick? No, she wasn't a bad pick. It was a pick that didn't make sense because they had other needs that were more important, in my opinion. But do they have a real backup point guard? The answer is no. Ty Harris is not a point guard. She's a shooting guard in a point guard body. Like, she's a 5'10" 2. You have a 5'8" starting 2, and your backup small forwards, your small forwards, not backups, but Sophie is a 6'1", 6'1". Lexi's 6'6'1". Neither can dribble, neither can pass.
They're just effort players.
So you're not handing them the ball. I remember last year I thought maybe Sophie could play point guard. Like, no, I found out real fast. She can't play point guard. She can't play point guard. So I mean, real shit, 8-5 and 16-5 is not a whole not a major difference, but they changed how they played, and they had a whole bunch of different players.
It's a major difference if you add the games up, because if you technically add another 16 to 10, basically.
16 and 10, No, I know. But, again, it wasn't the right pick because there were other more important pressing needs. But to sit here and say that it was a bad pick because they don't have a real backup point guard now.
Rudy, then they got her in the second round, I'd be like,
no complaints. I wouldn't even
complain. No complaints from me at all.
My problem exists, Nick, that we got a 15-player first round and we got 12 role players in the first round. Like, this is women's basketball.
That's what it is.
Nick, let me ask you a question. I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna go through the draft. AZ Flood, role player, star.
Role player.
Olivia Miles, role player, star.
Star.
Awa Pham, role player, star.
Potential star. I think.
Lauren
Blitz, star.
Lauren Blitz, role player, star.
Star.
Who was 5? Gabriela Hawkins, role player, star.
Role player.
Who was 6? Shit, I don't remember. Oh, Kiki Rice, role player, star.
Role player.
Role player. So you go through this damn list. The only stars in this draft are Olivia Miles, Lauren Betts. I don't think Awa Pham's a star.
Possible. I like the way she moves.
She's 19. We won't have any fucking idea for 5 years.
But you know how you see somebody movement. You're like, man, that
fine. This is the WNBA, bro. I don't trust any of this shit. I don't trust. They don't even let new players in the league, bro. They've been locked in
a star.
No way. No way. Role player. She's a role player. No way. Not a chance. I used to think she's a star. Now I think she's a role player. She changed my mind. So, because I don't think she's a basketball player anymore. I think she's a rapper. I think she wants to do everything but play hoop. But then I think she wants to do everything except hoop. And I don't think her game has regressed, in my opinion. That's just my opinion from having watched. I watched it. Y'all think I just make LSU videos for fun. I do. I can't stand Kim Mulkey. But I was a big fan of Flau'jae Johnson, and I was watching watch her play. And then I'm saying, like, what the fuck is going on with her, bro?
Came into the season very high on her.
I've been high on her for 2 years. I'm like, what is going on with her, man? This is ridiculous. And so all those players, the only other star, so I got Miles, Betts, and Cody McMahon. Nobody else in this draft is a star in the top 15. Nobody. Like, I saw people losing their minds over not drafting Yana Nipkins. And it's like, you passed up on her. Like, yeah, I would have. She's Lexi Hull and Sophie Cunningham. You just want to keep repeating. You're like repeating the same player, and they play better defense than she does. Have you not watched it? You watch a videotape of her on Team USA 21U or whatever the fuck she was on with the college players, and you say, oh my God, she's amazing, but she's playing in a freaking Team USA game. And yeah, she's good at Utah and all that stuff. I'm not saying she's not, but when she went from Utah to UCLA, she's a role player. She might be the star at Utah, but she's not a star at UCLA. And she doesn't defend like those two, so you're getting the same damn player who might shoot the ball better. That's it. You want to go draft her at 10? Like, come on, man.
If Raven Johnson isn't a liability from 3.
Nick, she shot 40% from 3 last year.
I know, but you still believe it?
No, I don't. I crucify her for it. But
the year before she was 29, the year before she was 33.
She was all no. She's career 33%, 32%, whatever it is, 31%. She's career shit.
She has to be because she's not going to be needed to create on the offense. She's not going to be needed in that dynamic for this team. If she can hit open threes and people are not waving at her or just sagging off her, and she could defend, because a big problem for Indiana last year, they had to play zone a lot because they couldn't guard shit. They couldn't guard on the ball. So if she could guard on ball, she gives them a different style. She gives them a different dynamic to that team that they didn't have before, because none of them could guard on ball.
She's a backup center. But I have no idea who courtside is. AR Mathis. I have no idea who that is. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know who that is.
Our Mathis, she is a liability offensively, but if she can hit shots, she can make threes at a 37% clip, and people aren't just leaving her.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I mean, look, I have a lot of questions about her game. I don't think it's the game that people think it is. I'm not. She doesn't turn. Okay, these are facts. These are facts. She doesn't turn the ball over a lot.
She didn't turn the ball over to the two biggest games of the season.
Generally speaking, she does not turn the ball over a lot. Okay. Before people laugh and say 37%, Lester, remember your favorite player, what she shoots when Caitlin Clark doesn't play. She shoots 22% from three. Lexi Hall without Caitlin Clark is a 22% three-point shooter.
37 is
career. So without Caitlin Clark, Lexi Hall's a 22% three-point shooter. This is not even made up. It's factual. 22, 23%, something like that. So if this girl's going to get wide open looks, this is not the girl that Caitlin Clark did this to. She did shoot the ball this year. I watched her make shots. I mean, I did. And you know, like, I still wondered, is she actually taking the shot? Oh, she's making shots now. But she got better. But I don't know how she got better as a point guard. Because I don't see the passes that.
But she don't need to be on this roster.
No, but what I'm saying is I didn't see that at South Carolina. Like, you're playing with 9 McDonald's All-Americans. You should be averaging
more than one assist
a game. You should
have more than one.
You should be averaging 8 assists a game on a regular season basis, and you're averaging 5. And last year you averaged 3. So it's like, I question a lot of her game, but am I going to sit here and say, like, if you gave me the option, and I had a choice, I know she wasn't going to get picked at this point because she's too small. But Rory Harmon from Texas, I would absolutely draft her. 5'6", but she is a gnat pest. She gets everybody involved. She has a decent mid-range jump shot. She can't shoot threes either, but defensively, she is a nightmare to deal with. So, and she distributes the ball very, very well. So that would have been maybe my direction, but of course not in the first round.
But she can have a role. We can't justify it because all she has to do is make open shots, and she has a role because they can't guard.
There's no justification. There's not a justification. There's a fact. She's going to be the backup point guard. She's going to play 15 minutes a game, one way or the other. Because she's going to play with Caitlin, without Caitlin. Caitlin's going to move to the 2. It's going to happen. It's not about if. It's going to happen. She may even move to the 3. It's going to happen. Hell, it would not shock at this point if she moved to the 4 at some point. Because they don't have any bigs worth shit. So they're going to run a 5-man, 5. They're going to run Aaliyah Boston out there with 4 guards. They're going to do that. They're going to do it. And you can fight it all you want, but it's gonna happen. So when I make that stupid little video to make people laugh and kind of trigger people at the same time, well, I mean, we are family now. So in order for Caitlin Clark to be successful, she needs her teammates to be successful. And in order for Raven Johnson to be successful, she needs her teammates, including Caitlin Clark, to be successful. You don't think Raven Johnson's gonna look for Caitlin Clark to shoot the fucking basketball? Like, come on now. Like, let's be real. She's not gonna pass her the ball. And I'm not saying she's not overrated, Vonda. This is not like this is not changing. Like, y'all saw the videos I made on her. These are not changing. My opinion is my opinion, but I'm not gonna sit here and say, like, I can't stand LeBron James. I had to cheer for that guy for 4 years. And if he stayed for 14, I would have cheered for him for 14 years. He's on my team. I don't like his personality. He's a bitch ass, but he's on my team. I'm cheering for him. No, not we. I'm talking about South Carolina is now family with Caitlin Clark because they roll for Raven Johnson like no other South Carolina player in the last decade. Like, you don't understand the comments. I do cheer for Lexi. Actually, you're wrong, Great Don Moody. I cheer for her all the time. I just laugh my ass off when she fucks up because y'all swear by her like the fucking lunatics that cheer for Raven Johnson. Y'all are the same people. You don't understand that you are literally exactly the same as the people that you talk about. You crack on people. No, South Carolina didn't roll for AB. They don't roll for AB. No, not at all. Nothing like Raven Johnson. The scoring record? What are you? I had a bet going on, dude. Come on, man. I was trying to avoid buying a jersey, man. Come on, dude. I want to be right. I like being right, too. And by that point, Caitlin Clark was out for the year. The season was tanked. I didn't even want them to make the playoffs, to be honest. Real shit. I didn't want them to make the playoffs. I damn sure didn't want them to get past the first round because I didn't want it to be – it's a bad look for Caitlin Clark for them to get past the first round, for them to get to where they got. That's a bad look. Let's go, Yankees. All right. Who won the game? Jackson made a base hit?
No, Jackson.
Oh, okay. There we go. Let's go. Thank you, God. But, like, bruh, like, I'm not going to sit here.
Check your text real quick.
Yeah, and Lexi is a bench player as well. She is. She is. Wait, who is yanking their wank to Raven like Lexi? Oh, dude, there's a lot of them. David, there's a lot of them. The comments that I've gotten on those, if you read the comments that I've gotten on them Raven videos, I mean, hell, Nick called her trash. And they got mad at me.
Well,
Nick called her trash, and
you are part of me, man.
Huh? They got mad at me. They didn't get mad at Nick. They got mad at me. You know,
because you're the racist, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm the racist. So I mean, I got to get that. I still have to get that jersey. They didn't have any. The guy that I have to get it to, they didn't have his size, so I wasn't gonna buy it the wrong size. Yeah, people, y'all buy her jersey, man. Shit, yeah. So will we see Lexi start more games than she? No, Lexi should come off the bench. Sophie Cunningham should start. Sophie Cunningham is better than Lexi Hull. Like, but Sophie is better than Lexi Hull. She's
whoever's hitting shots, basically.
It's Sophie.
That's what it
Sophie's
comes down.
just a better player. She's a better player.
I think she is, but
they're paying her.
If Sophie goes out there and not shooting at the clip that she was shooting at last year, then whichever one of them can shoot it and make it. That's what it comes down to.
Our math is we're not debating or arguing this with you. We're not saying that you're wrong. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I think the pick didn't make sense. I agree with that. It didn't make sense for the need. It did. Yes. For the need. It did not make sense. You want to know what else didn't make sense? Not signing Kennedy Carter. You know what didn't make sense? Signing Ty Harris. You know what didn't make sense? Signing two backup power forwards. You know what didn't make sense? Signing Lexi Hull to a 2-year, almost $1.6 million deal. Didn't make sense. None of these things made sense to me. None of them. Zero. So you know what didn't make sense? Signing Damaris Dantas to even a minimum deal. None of these things made sense.
Lexi is a $450K player. Being generous.
I said 5.
No more than 5.
I said 5.
Yeah, no more than 5.
Yeah, I say 5. And so like that, but I said to people last year that watch, Lexi's gonna get $800K. And I said it was gonna happen, and it's fucking happened. It's happened. Again, I told you it was gonna happen. They're gonna overpay her ass, and now you're gonna sit here and have to answer the question, what do you think of it? And now everyone's coming back, a lot of people come back to the door saying, oh, she's earned it. Earned it with what? 7-4? 6-4?